Good morning, my dear children. How are you doing? I hope you all are doing good. Dear children, I, Poonam Tripathi, welcome you all to our today's online class. My dear children, today's thought is, dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep. I repeat, dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep. Yes, my dear children, with this thought, I begin my today's class. Dear children, in our previous class, we learnt about applications, isn't it? We learned how to write applications, isn't it? Okay, and what all we saw, we did many questions based on write an application to the principal. Yes, and today what we are going to do? Today we'll see how to write formal letters to editors. Right? We'll see some questions based on this. So are you ready now? So let's start. Okay. Now, just see. This is format of formal letter to editor, right? Now let's see. I'll explain you this. First of all, you can see that writer's address is there, isn't it? So first of all, when you write letter to editor, you have to mention the address, writer's address, the one who is writing. Okay. Next, you can see that date is given. Okay. Then what else is there? You can see address of the person or firm receiving the letter. So the address of the receiver is given. The editor, Hindustan Time, HT House, KG Mark, New Delhi, pin code is given. Okay. So this is the address of the receiver. Then what? Respected sir or madam. This is called salutation. Salutation is very important to mention. Okay. Next comes subject. Subject means what is the topic? Why are you writing this? What is the topic that you have to do? Then comes the body. Here in 3 paragraphs you have to write the body. Right? Now the first one, the first paragraph, what it includes? It includes identify the purpose of writing. Here you can introduce yourself and then you have to write the purpose of writing your letter. Means what is the purpose of writing this letter? Alright. Now in the second paragraph, what you have to mention? In the second paragraph you will mention highlight the problem, its cause and effect. See, naturally when you are writing to the editor, you are writing for some cause. Yes. So that you have to mention here. Highlight the problem means what is the problem? Why are you writing this letter? Right? That problem should be mentioned here. Its cause and effect also should be mentioned. What you will do in the third paragraph then? In the third paragraph, suggest a possible solution, hoping authorities will take note. Right? In the third paragraph, you have to write a possible solution that you feel that the authorities may take note. So that you have to write here. Am I clear? So in the body is divided into 3 parts. So what you have to do in the body? There, body of the letter, what you will do in the first paragraph, you will introduce yourself as well as you will identify the purpose of writing. Means what is the purpose of writing this letter? Should be mentioned in the paragraph number 1. Then in paragraph 2, what you will do? In paragraph 2, highlight the problem. Means what is the problem? This you have to mention here in paragraph number 2. Its cause and effect. Means how, if it is related with something that is causing something, that has caused something, and what is the effect of that particular problem, that should be mentioned here. And in the third paragraph you have to write the solution, the possible solution from your side, what you feel, that should be. Next is yours faithfully. This comes under complimentary clause. Yours faithfully, right? Then Nalini Tiwari. Here it is the signature. So what you will do here, this is complimentary clause. So here signature and the name of the person and designation. You can see that designation is there. Designation means designation of the person, the post of the person who is writing this letter should be mentioned here. Okay, so this is the format of formal letter to editor. Am I clear? Is it clear now? So this is the way you have to write. Okay, now let's move. Now students, some points that the sender should consider before writing a letter to the editor. So now what are the points that the sender should consider before writing a letter to the editor? It is not like that you felt to write the letter to editor and you straightway you sat and you started writing the letter. There are some points that should be very much clear. Okay, so before writing letter to editor, these are the points that you have to focus, and they are: the first one, the letter should be very clear about one main point. About one main point means what? Means why you are writing. That purpose should be very much clear and you should focus on one point. It should not be haphazard, right? It should not be in haphazard manner. Means it should not be hodgepodge. It should not be like this, that many problems you have included in one letter, right? It should focus on one main point. Then the second point is the letter should be short, right? It means the length should be short. It should be concise and short. Next is any facts stated need to be correct. If you are stating any facts in your letter, if you are including some facts, then it should be correct, right? Next is the letter should grab the reader's attention. The letter should grab the reader's attention. So the words you are using, the facts you are using should grab the reader's attention. Next, the letter should use correct grammar and spelling. It is very important that proofreading should be there so that you can identify if any, or you can find out if any grammar or spelling mistake is there. So it should be grammatically correct. Next, the writer should not use jargon or acronyms, right? You should not use any other language or slangs, words should not be used. So the letter should be written in a very proper manner, respectful manner it should be. The tone should be positive and polite. It should not be rude. Even if you are writing complaint letter, the tone should not be rude. Okay, so these are the points that the writer should keep in mind while writing letter to the editor. Am I clear here? Now let's see students, this is the question given here. Okay, this is letter to editor and this question you have to do in your classwork notebook, right? Let's see the question now. Write a letter to the editor of a national Delhi highlighting the problem of waterlogging in the streets due to poor maintenance of drains, right? So nowadays students, you can see that after rain what happens? Yes, waterlogging, yeah, this is the common problem here. So regarding that, this is a letter to the editor, right? Now how we can write this? See, first of all, the address of the sender, right? You can see that N72 Ganesh Nagar, New Delhi, then pin code is there. This is the address of the sender, the one who is writing. Then next, date is given, okay? Again, what is given here? The editor, Hindustan Times, HT House, KG Mark, New Delhi. What is given? What is this now? This is the address of the editor. Means address of the receiver. Then respected sir, what is this? This is salutation. Then subject is given, waterlogging due to poor maintenance of drains, right? Okay, now let's see the matter, the body. This letter is to bring into notice the poor sewage system in our area. People in our locality are suffering a lot due to the faulty pipelines in the sewage system. Okay, so this is the main purpose of writing. I told you the body should be divided into three, and in the first you have to mention the purpose of writing the letter. So here this is the purpose. Now second I told you have to highlight the cause and effect. Now let's see. Due to sewage problem, we face unhygienic conditions in our colony. People are not able to move around because of the sinking smells. Moreover, the garbage and polythene waste are left as such. Right? Now, the third paragraph. These issues need immediate attention, which requires appropriate steps taken by concerned authorities. Only then will this problem be solved, and we can call ourselves a world-class city. Being a regular reader of your magazine, I hope a solution to the sewage problem in our colony. Right? Then what we can give? Hoping for consideration. Then thanking you. Yours faithfully, Deepak Singh. So what you understood through this letter, students? So the format you have to follow very strictly. First of all, sender's address should be mentioned, then date should be mentioned, then the address of the receiver should be there. Then you can see that salutation is there, then subject, then body in 3 paragraphs. In the first paragraph, you have mentioned the purpose of writing this letter. In the second paragraph, you have to highlight the cause and effect. Right? In the third paragraph, you have to give the possible solution of this problem. Means what we can do for it, or what steps can be taken to avoid such situation. Right? And then the complimentary close. So in this way, students, you have to write letter to editor. Am I clear here? Is it clear to all? Shall we move now? Okay, let's see the next. I hope that you understood the previous question, isn't it? Yes? Okay. Now let's see this question, students, and you have to do this question in your homework portion. Alright, this is your homework question. And this is, write a letter to the editor of your local daily highlighting the rise in pollution due to increased traffic on the street, making suggestion about how this can be controlled. Okay, have you understood the question? What is the question here? In this question means you have to write a letter to the editor, right? And regarding the rise in pollution due to increased traffic. Okay. All right. So let's see, and you have to write some suggestions also how it can be controlled. Now let's see here. This is 437 IP extension, New Delhi. Now tell me what is whose address is this? Yes, this is sender's address, means the one who is writing this letter. This is sender's address. Next, you can see the date is given here, 29 July 2020. So this is the date on which the sender is writing the letter. Okay. Now, and what is given next? The editor of Times of India, means this is the address of the receiver, the one who is going to receive this letter. Next, subject, rise in pollution due to increased traffic on the street. Increased traffic on the street. Next, salutation, you can see, respected sir, this is salutation. Right? Now let's come to the body. I told you body in 3 paragraphs. In the first paragraph, you have to mention the purpose of writing the letter. And what is the purpose here? Let's see. The pollution is severely affecting the citizens of New Delhi. There are too many vehicles on road, causing so much traffic and wastage of time. At the same time, the pollution is caused for school to close. Yes, at the same time, the pollution is cause for school to close. Next, many people are suffering from heart diseases and lung problems, and many people are avoiding to come outside the house. The kids are not allowed to play outdoor games due to this pollution. So this is the cause and effect of this problem. Okay, now next. The New Delhi must launch campaigns to plant trees all over the city. They should reduce congestion as well as pollution emitting from vehicles. All taxis plying in the city must convert to CNG. These measures should be taken for the time being to reduce pollution in our city, New Delhi. So what is given, students? In the first paragraph we saw that the purpose of writing this letter is given, right? Then in the second paragraph they talked about the cause and effects of this problem due to the rise in pollution. What are the problems faced by the people? It is mentioned. Then in the third paragraph it is mentioned that how it can be tackled, what the authorities are supposed to do, right? And then complimentary clause is there. You can see this very well. Hoping for consideration, then thanking you or thank you, yours sincerely, and like this we can end the letter. Okay, understood, students? All right, now students, this is the next question. Okay, this also you have to do in your homework notebook. All right, so let's see the question here. This is: write a letter to the editor of your local daily highlighting about frequent call drop and extra charges in use of mobile phone. Right? So students, do you know what is the meaning of call drop? Suppose you are making a call to someone, you are talking on phone, and in between your call gets disconnected. That is called call drop. Right? And what happens? Then again you try to make the connectivity. Again you keep on trying, and this increases the balance. It increases the charges, right, in your mobile phone. Right? It increases, it puts extra charges also. Okay, because you keep on trying for it to get again the connection, right? So this letter is regarding that. Okay, now let's see. You can see that sender's address is there, 7 Subhash Nagar, New Delhi. Pin code is there. Then date is also there, right? Then next what is given? This is the address of the receiver, means the editor. The editor, Hindustan Times, because we are writing to editor here, right? So the editor, Hindustan Times, HT House, KG Marg, New Delhi, you can see. Now next is subject: frequent call drop and extra charges in use of mobile phone, right? Then salutation, you can see, respected sir. Next, through the column of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authority towards the problem facing by people due to the frequent call drop and extra charges in use of mobile phone. A dropped call directly affects the quality of service that is expected to be maintained in a mobile wireless network. Call drops are more worrisome than blocked calls, since a call drop is no longer in the queue to re-establish the connection. The call drop rate is therefore used as one of the essential figures of merit to measure the quality of service in mobile wireless networks. In addition to the inconvenience caused to the user, the call drops will also lead to additional charges to the user, since the user will attempt to call again to continue the conversation. Yes, I told you, if it gets disconnected, again the caller try to continue the conversation. So again the person tries. Call drops leads to an unnecessary financial burden to the user. In per minute pulse scheme, the user have to pay even if they establish the connection for 1 or more seconds before the call drops. The user therefore is a sufferer. The call drops can typically be avoided if service providers take some measures such as optimal balancing of traffic among the different frequency layers, minimizing interference and congestion, and maximizing the service area. Therefore, within the available spectrum, the quality of service in mobile networks can only be increased by improving the network infrastructure and by deploying technological solutions to minimize the call drops. I hope you will publish this letter in your highly esteemed newspaper, which will help awakening the sleeping authority, and they may take the desirable steps as soon as possible. Hoping for consideration. Thanking you, yours sincerely, Chandan Das. So students, you saw that in this way you can write a letter to the editor, right? Okay. So this particular letter was for highlighting frequent call drops and extra charges in use of mobile phone, right? So in the same way you may get some different topics for writing letters. The main important thing is that you have to remember. What you have to remember? You have to remember about the format of formal letters, right? How you have to write. Then you should know very well the points that I have given you, the important points that you have to keep in mind while writing formal letter. And may I know what are they? Yes? What we have revised today? Can you tell me? Yes? Can you tell me what we have learned today? Today we saw the format of formal letter. Yes? Didn't we? Yes, we saw what we saw, that writer's address we have to mention first. Then we have to write date. Then we have to write the address of the person, address of the receiver, then salutation, then subject, then body in 3 paragraphs, right? And the first paragraph, what you have to do? In the first paragraph, you have to mention the purpose of writing. In the second paragraph, cause and effects. Then in the third, you have to suggest a possible solution. Hoping authorities will take note. Then the complimentary clause. Okay? Sure? You will remember this? Yes? Then we saw some points that the sender should consider before writing a letter to the editor. So what are those points? The letter should be very clear about one main point. Yes. The letter should be short. Then any fact stated needs to be correct. Then the fourth point is the letter should grab the reader's attention. Okay. Then the letter should use correct grammar and spelling. Then the writer should not use jargon or acronyms, right? Should not use any slang language and all. Okay. So all this we have learned. Then what we saw some questions based on it, right? Letter to editor we have seen, right? So the same format we have to use. Okay. So these were the letters that we have done. Okay. The homework questions you will do in the homework portion and the classwork in the classwork notebook. All right. So students, that's all for today. Okay. We have done all these. You have to go through it. You have to revise this content. You have to complete this work in your notebook. All right. So thank you. Thanks for watching.